Right now, one of my favorite parts of the race, one of the most exciting moments of the race, when that green flag goes in the air and we go, boogity, 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 ooh, let's go racing, boys!
Goodbye, three-quarter. You're cool. Goodbye, one.
Going to go by, opening behind you.
No help, you're good.
You're clear. Clear, clear, clear.
No pressure, side by side, pull it to the quarter, 42. Nothing behind him. Just a 42, 3 back to 2 wide. Clear.
William Byron, last year's Rookie of the Year. Yesterday's pole sitter with a handy lead over Kyle Busch and Eric Jones as they come past the stripe.
And Mike, you'll kind of serpentine down this front straightaway, trying to break the draft behind you a little bit. You go low, go high.
4 wide going
Check
into turn 1.
Wow, I love it. I knew it'd be this way.
Well, I was a little surprised. They minded their P's and Q's there on that initial start. We saw where Ryan Blaney had some issues and got shuffled back. Otherwise, they were pretty calm, but this time they come by there 4 wide.
Yeah, Ryan Newman moved Blaney coming to green, got him all out of shape, and he lost a bit of momentum and some spots.
This is what I love so much about Pocono. Even though track position is important and a little bit tough to pass, but the strategy, you've got to be a chess player out there on pit road. And then the driver's got to be able to take that strategy and make something out of it. So they've got to do their job too. And the pit crew's got to do their job to execute it.
Final lap, stage 1.
Yeah, Jeff, I think we're talking about track position. And so the crew chief's got to figure out how to get it. He's also, then the crew's got to make sure they have a flawless pit stop.
6th place. Ryan Blaney going for it. Completes the pass just before the tunnel turn.
These guys are going to be real happy. They're going to see that checkered flag in this final or this stage, and then they're going to find out all those guys that are going to be ahead of them on the restart.
Kyle Larson picks up his 2nd stage win of 2019 and his 1st since stage 1 at Atlanta. And it appears that all the drivers that came in under green for tires will be able to stay on the lead lap as stage 1 is completed. Here we go.
Yikes.
This is going to get interesting with Bowman and Blaney. Oh, Chase Elliott caught in the middle.
3, Jimmy and Tom. Lawson inside.
Big run for Kyle Busch against the 2 leaders.
Yeah, and these 2 guys are going to get stalled out side by side. Might give an opportunity to the 18 to take him 3 wide. There he goes.
3 bottom. 3.
Can't go into that tunnel turn 3 wide, and wisely Truex yields.
Well, and it was so smart by Kyle Busch. He saw those 2 were stalled out side by side. He knew that he was going to get a run on them, and boy, he went right on by and took the lead.
That was a 3 wide pass, but he's the only guy I know of that can go 3 wide by himself. He's pretty good at that.
There were 2 penalties under that caution. Ricky Stenhouse and Daniel Suarez were both too fast entering pit road.
Oh man, they are slicing and dicing back in the pack.
Oh, who's smoking badly?
Yeah, that's Matt Tiff.
I think that
Or no, sorry, that's David Reagan. Sorry, I always get those cars mixed up. I think there may have been some contact between some cars, and the Joy also having an issue.
The Joy in the 32 and the 38 down here of Reagan. I don't know if they must have gotten together. I think they both got a little bit of damage.
Well, first let's look at the pass for the lead and show you how Kyle Busch took advantage of the leaders being double wide here.
Yeah, you had 19 of Truex on the inside in the orange car, the 2, the white and red car.
Caution.
Oh, caution out.
Matt DiBenedetto's around.
I think I may know who David Reagan made contact with on that restart.
Yeah, you might be right.
Fourth caution flag of the day. Left rear is down on DiBenedetto.
Yeah, so let's go back and show you this pass for the lead again. This is them coming off of turn 1. As those two cars, the 2-car Keselowski on your left, the 19 of Martin Truex Jr., they're going 5 miles an hour slower than that third-place car of Kyle Busch, and he knows it. Even though they tried to block it, there's just nothing that they can do to prevent that big run from the 18 of Kyle Busch to come.
Getting down toward the end of stage number 2, Gibbs cars on pit road. Matt.
And service already complete on Denny Hamlin's 11. It was working perfectly for Chris Gabehart's strategy. The car pretty drivable, tight down in the center of turn 3, Jamie.
The 19 of Martin Truex Jr. See the smoke? He just reported to the team, I think I'm blowing up. He's been saying he's had a problem with the steering and he wasn't sure what it was. It kind of came in and out, but this is the first time he said he thinks he's blowing up. Looks like they'll put tires on it, and the smoke's getting worse, guys.
They're done.
Yeah, I think he's definitely blown up.
Maybe lost an oil pump belt.
Smoking out the tail. Yeah, I don't know. He's smoking out the tailpipes. That's not good.
And Martin Truex Jr. coming off last week's win. I heard you say at one time, I think I'm blowing up. Any indication what happened here?
No, I just come off the tunnel turn and it kind of sputtered a little bit, and I thought for a minute maybe it was running out of gas, but I could see the smoke trailing, so I don't know, dropped a valve or broke a valve spring or something like that. It self-destructed pretty quick, so I came right into the pits, and as it went down pit road, I pretty much knew our day was done. So definitely frustrating. Best Pro Toyota was really fast. We just could never get any track position, and we battled that, but had a good car. And then we had steering box issues. I felt like there was somebody under the hood steering the thing for me. That's not very fun going into corners here, but we'll rebound. It's just one of those days. Got to thank TRD for some great engines all year. This is just a bump in the road, and hopefully get it figured out and it won't happen again.
Thanks, Martin. Mike?
Thanks, Jamie. Martin Truex joins Austin Dillon and J.J. Yaley out of the race as there's 1 lap to go for Kyle Larson in stage 2.
Denny Hamlin had a power steering issue in practice, actually spun out in practice, and I'm just wondering if there's something that was happening in that 19 car being teammates with Denny Hamlin that reared its head here in the race.
If you go down and look at the power steering system that they use today, the reservoir is very, very small, and the system is very, very light.
Look at this group here from 5th on back. Some of the drivers that are going to get stage points, not the usual suspects in many of those positions.
And this has been not common, but more common than what we've seen in many years with this aerodynamic package and horsepower, and that's been a fun story to follow, seeing some names you typically don't see getting stage points and getting top 10s.
I think Kyle Larson I swear, he got real quiet.
Well, he wants to be sure that he picks up that pace car. He certainly picked up the win here. Our stage 1 winner and stage 2 winner, Kyle Larson.
Trouble, 17.
Oh, Ricky Stenhouse.
Hey, there's your trend, Larry Mack.
Pounds the wall just as Larry predicted. 14 to go.
Hey, Larry, finally.
Oh, we've been on a roll here lately.
Have you really?
The trend is Larry's friend.
I don't know if it's that
I don't know if it's anybody else or
Stevens'
not.
friend. Boy, heavy contact to that right side.
Killed that car.
Looks like maybe a right front tire went down.
Yep.
Coming in from the right.
And that's the
Ouch.
tunnel turn. Ooh, that's a big lick.
So we have 21 cars on the lead lap. It'll be 22 when Michael McDowell takes the free pass. On the inside, how hungry is Eric Jones? 8 wins for Joe Gibbs Racing. He needs one. Here we go.
Well, and he's going to need a push from that 14 of Clint Boyer behind him, but no, Denny Hamlin goes 3 wide. That's really going to help out Kyle Busch.
Look at that 42. Goes to that really, really low every time they have a restart, and it pays off. Oh, my goodness. Look behind him, Mike. 3, 4. Oh, no.
Oh, in the wall.
Pow! Larson in the wall.
Hard. I mean, he made hard contact. I'd be worried about that 42 getting into these turns.
Well, he was going for broke.
He really was. And he hit that wall a ton.
It looked like maybe he was trying to clear himself on the 14 and wasn't quite clear.
Keselowski has jumped to second behind Kyle Busch. Two veterans going at it with Jones in third. Chase Elliott up to fourth, and Boyer.
Oh, Larson having more issues now. Can't get to pit road.
Trying to get down to pit road.
Here he comes.
Got a lot of damage. Woo. Take a look here. See what happened. It's on the bottom.
Yeah, he makes a move on the 14. He starts bouncing a little bit. I think he's just going to try to squeeze up there.
Whoa.
And I mean, the 14 of Boyer saw it coming. He tried to back out, and they just made a little tiny bit of contact.
That's a hard hit on that outside wall, and he had no choice. He had to cut the pit.
Points are important. Remember, he entered this race just 2 points above the cut line to make the playoffs, so they'll get him back out there if they can.
And 2 points above our third place runner right now, Eric Jones. This could be a huge top 5 for Eric Jones if he can complete this.
And Mike, another good day gone bad for the 42. We've seen this time and time again. Fast car, won a stage, and has bad luck.
For the third time, he has won the first 2 stages, but failed to score the victory. Joey Logano up into the top 7.
Well, we know how aggressive and how good he is on restarts. He always makes up positions on those restarts, and I think he was happy to see that caution come out.
This is for 12th place. Alex Bowman's top 10 streak is in jeopardy.
Oh, man.
Now remember, Hemrick came in and got 4 tires a while back, and so he has pretty good grip versus some of those competitors he's around right now.
He gave that 12th car a nice shove.
So coming into this race, Martin Truex versus Kyle Busch. The season turnaround looks like, as of today, it's flipped the other way. Back toward the 18. Out front by 1.8 seconds here. 2 to go.
I think this is going to be a fun rivalry to see build as this season goes on, because I think Truex had a race car that could compete with Kyle today had they not had the issues.
But when you show Kyle Busch statistics like that, that's a challenge to him. And what does he do most of the time you challenge him? He rises to the occasion. And that's what he's done today.
Well, he and Adam Stevens and that crew, we've not talked about them on pit road. No issues, no mistakes.
There's Adam and his wife Samantha sitting here on the pit box.
Celebrating a birthday this weekend.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
She might be really celebrating here in Victory Lane in a couple laps.
The white flag waves over Kyle Busch. 1 lap to go.
1.9.
That's the gap to Keselowski.
Well, I mean, to me, these guys have put together a pretty flawless day. I mean, they lost some track position, but otherwise they have been flawless throughout this day.
I just think a lot of the experience that Kyle has in the trucks and in the Xfinity cars, and with this engine package where you got to stay in the throttle, that's the way those other vehicles are. I think it really pays off for him.
Last lap by, he was still the fastest car on the racetrack by 0.5 of a second over Brad Keselowski. Kyle Busch for Toyota and Joe Gibbs Racing wins the Pocono 400, his 55th career win, tying Rusty Wallace for 9th on NASCAR's all-time win list.
55 wins, and he's still a young man.
And still winning a lot of races.
4th win of the year, most of all drivers, and the winningest driver of this decade in the Cup Series.
No doubt.
It is so different from last time you won here last year. You thought for certain you wouldn't be able to pass. Well, how did you pass and put together nearly a flawless race?
I passed one guy on the outside of turn 3, and that was the only guy I needed to pass, I guess. You know, it was hard otherwise. You know, we kind of got stuck in traffic back there a little bit earlier in the race. We were about 5th or 6th and couldn't really do anything. But overall, my guys on pit road were awesome. We got some spots there. Track position, Adam Stevens and some of our race calls getting us further up towards the front. So it's cool to get a win here. Cool to get a win at Pocono again. Rowdy Nation's up there supporting us, and having some M&M's hazelnut spread Camrys that are fast like this makes my job a hell of a lot easier.
Kyle Busch used to hate this place. Now he's won at Pocono 3 times.